Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to the Champion of Cyrodiil challenge with Marina Mistfire, where Bosmer are running around town. Excuse me?
Over here! Yes, you. We need to talk. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay. Well then, that's Erthor, everybody. Say hello to little Erthor. He's a funny guy. A bit paranoid, hence the name of the quest. We'll get around to meeting him eventually, but we have to go back to the Magus Guilds. We figured out that Erthor, the missing Magus Guilds dude, was out in Bleakflat's cave, but we can't go there quite yet, because they told us to go and talk first. Hey.
You're here about that recommendation, I presume. I'll need to speak with Erthor before I write it.
But you sent him to Bleakflat's cave.
Oh, I do remember telling him to go there. Well, we'll just have to do something about that, won't we? By we, I mean you, of course. I have something that may help. It's a basic fireball spell, in case you need to defend yourself. I'll be here when you get back. Good luck.
Alright, so she gives you a weak fireball. aka a spell that we really do not need. Because it's nerfed. I mean, early on in the game, if you're just starting out, maybe it'll be fun for you to have a new fireball other than just flare. Because it is a better version, because it does it in 5 feet and also does it in 3 seconds instead of just 6 damage on targets without any effect over time. So it's not the worst in that case, but for anybody else or anybody playing on a difficulty above normal, you don't want it. But actually, we could use this spell to kill ogres. How? Simple. We just need to cast enough weakness spells on them and stack those to the point where a simple weak fireball would finish them off. It can be done, so technically not worthless, but we would make our own. Let's see, what do we want to do? So Sindarion is currently making our elixir of exploration. He told us to go to Shadeleaf Copse, but I don't know. I might stop by to have a little look, see if we can find a lot of Nern roots. But first and foremost, we're gonna go to Bleakflat's cave and find Erthor, I think. We're gonna save the Paranoia quest, because I don't think Erthor would show up tonight. It's already pretty late. I think it's gonna wait until the next day. And we'll see what we decide to do. By the way...
You're new here in Skingrad? Fine. I'll make sure the captain knows we have a stranger in town. Please, keep your weapons sheathed and use your best manners. We're a bit suspicious of strangers here. Don't give us anything to be suspicious about, will you please?
Alright. I just wanted to ask about Erthor.
Erthor? Total nutcase if you ask me, but he's never done anything yet that we could arrest him for.
So...
Goodbye.
Erthor's known around town as, yeah, a bit of a nutcase, but so far pretty harmless. Now, Erthor will propose something crazy that only a person with very loose morals would agree to. But there's a reward involved, so we have to decide how comfortable we feel doing Erthor's bidding in order to get some of that sweet cash money. So, let's go pick some Nern root all over the place. This is just a nice little natural... Oh, say that and then I get attacked by a rat. You're mine. Huh. Alright, he's mine now. I'm taking him with me to the cave, where we have to go and free Erthor. We also won't have to worry as much about ingredients anymore, because we can easily get them at the Arcane University. There's a bunch of it that grows that should be able to help us make certain effects. But I don't know how much of it can help us make poisons. That's something to keep in mind. So this is the Aetherius Stone. The stars in their courses mark the hero's doom upon Aetherius. And this is one of the doomstones that we can actually interact with because we have enough fame. And it gives us the Gates of Aetherius Greater Power. Fortify magic of 50 points for 2 minutes on self and then resist magic 20%. That's good. That's a decent effect. I'll say myself quite happy with that. Let's see, Bleak Flats Cave. Ah, there we go. There's the entrance. So, we'll have a few zombies in here. Zombies are generally a bit weak to fire, so that's something to keep in mind, but I think we would prefer David the Daedroth to take care of things for us. And the problem with undead is that we can't poison them, so that sucks a little. So I think what we'll do is that we'll just walk in, grab the attention of a couple of guys, and just stack him up somewhere so David can knock him down. Hey, hey, hey! So these are deranged zombies here. Let's see how many we can get with us. Here's another one. Alright, we have 3 so far. 3 zombies. Alright, follow me, follow me. Try to round them up. 4 zombies. Alright. Into the fighting pit we go. Let's see if David decides to use some of his fireball here. Oh, look at that. Come on. Wait. Oh yeah, there was one behind me. I was like, wait, we're missing a few zombies. They were right behind me. Alright, David. Let's do this. Oh, I can't wait to see him unleash his fiery breath. Go, David. Oh, he's surrounded. Can he defeat them? David, I'm over encumbered. Oh, no, 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 no. They got stuck on each other. Otherwise, they would have had me. Oh, that was so good. Alright, let's get something slightly less powerful. Alright. Let's take care of business here. We can actually do a little bit of damage with this Sufferthorn here. We'll just make it run out of charges before we sell it again. I like keeping the Blade of Woe around because it doesn't actually weigh anything. Ooh, blade skill. That's not something I increase too often. Ah! Almost got him now. But Flamey won't be enough. Flame is about to expire. So we're gonna need a new Flamey. Flame on, girl. Alright. You got him? Wonderful. And we're just gonna... Oh, look at that post, though. It's pretty horrific. They drop bone meal instead of mort flesh, which is interesting. Kill him! Fine, I'll help. There we go. Erthor should be in here somewhere. We just have to find him. I think I'd rather summon David, though. Though David wasn't able to take care of all of them. Alright, excuse the little hiccup right there. But we are back. Let's see, let's wait 1 hour instead. Alright, there we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Everything is as it should be. Let's get David on the line. Got David on speed dial in case I need him. In case Marina gets lonely. No. Nope. Nope. Let's banish that thought before we even had it. Oh gosh, look at Erthor. Oh my. Erthor! I've come to save you! He's busy, battling some zombies right here. Good job. Keep it up! See? I brought some backup. Probably weren't expecting it in the form of a huge Daedroth, but... Oh, you're using frost damage on undead. That's genius, Erthor. That's really the best you could do. Alright, we saved Erthor. That's good, but before that, we have to go and raid his private quarters, because if he sees us raiding this, we'll get kicked out of the Mages Guilds. And we don't want that. But he does have something we want. Lord Jornibret's Last Dance. A light armor book. Wonderful. Now, Erthor! There you are, buddy. These zombies drop bone meal, which is interesting. Gimme.
Boop! They're all gone? I can leave the cave? Oh, thank you. I'm ever so grateful. You're heading back to Skingrad, aren't you? Could I maybe come with you? It'd be safer, I think. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. You're just too kind.
Alright, let's see. Let's go.
I can't wait to be back in Skingrad, safe and sound.
Now he'll follow us around, and we can make our way back. A very quick and simple recommendation quest, but that's just fine by me. The second to last one. Next up is going to be Anvil after we have concluded our business in Skingrad. And what is our business in Skingrad? Well, we have the Paranoia quests. That's something we have. We have a lot of quests in Skingrad revolve around your house. So buying the house is going to be important, but that's like 25,000, so I don't want to spend that right now. So I think the Paranoia quest is going to be one of the only quests we really do in town before we move on. We'll have to sort of return to that if we wish. So, is this now pointing us in the direction of the city? It is, but let's just, should we stop by Shadeleaf Cup? No, you know what, that's something we can explore another time. For now, we'll just make our way back with Erthor at our side. Not sure how we got into that cave or where the zombies came from. You should have expected them to be there from the very beginning. But so be it. Let's also not get this mine on the map. I do mind getting it on... Okay, whatever. Whatevs. It's the clock. 4 AM. What we can do though is that we can return to Sindarion and wait around for him to make a couple of elixirs. Because we also have to go and talk to him about training so he can train us in alchemy. Because we brought him some wine, which is what he desires more than anything else. Erthor's in the distance there, he'll be fine. I just bit my tongue while talking. That's nice. That shows that I have full control. Well, he died. Probably got eaten by wolves or something. Too bad. Life goes on. The ending's the starting line.
It's you. Hi.
Hello. I'm just strolling through town, looking for a guild. And I found it. Alright, Erthor. We have returned. We have returned. Is she still up, though? Hey!
Adrian, I'm back. I was rescued.
So it would seem. You're unharmed, I presume?
Well, my pride is a little wounded.
Oh, spare me. You're lucky I bothered to send someone after you at all. In the future, would you please be more careful?
Well, yes. I'll just pack up my supplies and be on my way then. Thank you for sending someone to help me. Well met, guildmate.
Good to see you.
Have you heard any word?
Okay.
Well met.
Okay, he's back. Good stuff.
He's an interesting fellow. Salinis Vacinus can tell you more about him if you wish to know.
No, I just want the recommendation.
Salinis should be around here somewhere. Talk to him if you'd like to know more about Erthor.
Just write the recommendation.
I've spoken with Erthor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment. As I've said, I'm rather busy. I'll get to it eventually, though, I assure you.
Quest complete. What do you think about Glarthir?
I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as a town eccentric.
Any rumors?
Some say that Traven is misusing...
They do.
Well met, guildmate.
That they do. Alright, so with that quest taken care of, let's find Sindarion. The Westwheel Inn should be...
You have the hands of an illusionist.
Oh, thank you. Nobody's complimented like that before. Thank you, Gunder. You beautiful man. Okay. Anyways, that awkwardness aside, let's go to the Westwheel Inn and let's go to the basement and... Let's see if Sindarion's... I don't think Sindarion's done, actually. Can't remember exactly when we came, but I think we came in the evening, so... He probably doesn't want to be disturbed. Now, there's a chance that while we wait here, we will be approached by one of the guards here. Yeah. Because we've been asking around town about Glarthir, and people have noticed.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarthir, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
It's none of your business.
It is my business. Allow me to introduce myself, Captain Dion of the Count's Guard, at your service. Now, you are telling me why you're interested in Glarthur?
He asked me to help him out.
Let me give you some advice. Glarthur is crazy. So far, harmless crazy. But I keep an eye on him because it's my job to. You don't want to get involved with him. I don't care how much he's paying you. It isn't worth it. Like I said, he's crazy. Since you are courteous enough to tell the truth, I'll do the same by trusting you to talk to a guard if he asks you to do anything strange.
So yeah, at any point during this quest, we can turn in Glarthir to the authorities. But then we won't get the reward now, will we? Hey, Sindarian, you done?
Leave me to my work if you want the elixir made properly.
Okay, jeez. Wow. Somebody's hasn't been taking their... I don't know what you take in Oblivion to calm down, whatever. Somebody has been taking their skooma. I cannot remember the time. 9 p.m.? Seems that it still is working. 10? Oh!
Any more luck finding Nirnroot? Here's a weak elixir of exploration. Not bad, eh? If you want more, you can buy them from me. I've discounted them for you, of course.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so there's our first potion of exploration. Fortify health and night eye. Woohoo!
Any more luck finding Nirnroot?
Let's talk about training.
Training? Oh, I'm afraid that's not my area of expertise. I'm very focused on wines right now, you see. Wonderful thing, wine. It's all about the balance. The flavor, the bouquet, the consistency. Just wonderful. I'm sorry, what? Training, right. I'll make you a deal. You fetch me a bottle of each of the best wines from Skingrad, and I'll think about it. Both vineyards, Tamika's and Cyrodiil brothers, vintage 399. Oh, what a good year that was.
Okay, well, I got him.
Look at this. How wonderful! Simply wonderful! I'm hesitant to even open the bottles. Oh, thank you for these. Now, you were after some training? I think I can accommodate you.
There we go. I mean... Oh wow, looks like his topic list is duplicated here. I don't know how that happens. So yeah, that was that quest, although he can't train us because we're maxed out Alchemy.
Amazing! You found 20 more samples of Nirnroot. Well done. I think if I'm to create a strong version of the elixir, I'm going to need an even greater number of Nirnroot samples than before. 30 should do it this time. Yes, that would be perfect. Oh, and as usual, I'll have the moderate elixir ready in 24 hours.
Alright, but now we're left with like 2. And let's just say 2 Nirnroots, not 30. There's a difference. Boop. Boop. Actually, I won't be able to sell this for quite a while, won't I? When's the next time we'll be with the fence? Yeah, I might not even want to bring with me these heavy things on my journey. Huh, didn't think about that before now. Okay, so... I don't really want to start with the paranoia quest in this episode. I would rather save, even though it's like 10 p.m. Or should we? Sure, I mean we can start it up. We can start it up at the very least. But there are a few things I want to do around town as well. All things alchemical. We want to have a little peek inside this shop because it's one of the few places in Skingrad with a skill book. There's actually a surprising... Oh, come on now. A surprising lack of skill books in Skingrad. Most of them are in the castle, and then we have one in the chapel, one in this store, and then one in a house. But the rest are just located in the castle there. I'm glad we got the book in Bleedflat's cave though. A couple of books like that are just laying in random caves, so... should pick them up when we get them. The scariest are of course the books that you can only get through... on a shelf on the second floor. you can only get at like a certain stage of a quest. Like later on during the Vermina quest, I believe there's a book that can only be obtained during a certain part of that. Look at these ingredients. Oh my god. I want to sell. Look, oh, how can I not raid? I said I'm not going to care that much about ingredients anymore, but how can I possibly pass on? I'm sorry, it's in my blood. Looting is in my blood. You cannot just go past without looting. But here's the thing, why do we need these? We don't need it for the alchemy experience. We'll need it for the money, yes, true. But at the same time, we're going to be getting so much different loot in this game. You know, as we level up and clear dungeons, that will be just fine when it comes to money amounts. We're not gonna be in a desperate need. Let's see, the bookshelf, Book of Daedra, let's read some. On Morrowind, Brief History of the Empire. Doesn't look like it's in this bookshelf. Alright, let's make our way over here. Oh gosh, left with 3 lockpicks now. Living on the edge, that's what we are. I just can't help it. Gotta pick up some stuff sometimes, that we do. We have a few cool ingredients with us from the Plains of Oblivion. We haven't been there, but we bought them in an alchemy shop. No idea how they got them. But what's cool is that when a gate to Oblivion opens up, you will actually be able to harvest ingredients right outside the gate. You don't have to go inside even. Where is it? What's the book that I'm looking for? Diderum Dirinis, on a shelf on the 2nd floor. I can't see many more shelves, honestly. That's the only shelf I can see. Gods and Worship. Barrels. And there's no shelves in here. Oh wait, this is the 2nd floor. That was the 3rd floor. Okay, I was on the wrong floor. Like, what do we do about all these alembics? What's the closest fence now? That would be going to Breville, so no, we can't even pick them up. It's actually bothering me on an existential level right now that I'm not going to be able to pick those up, but that's how it is. What? Oh. Oh. Diderum. This is an alchemy book, isn't it? Hold on. Yeah, that is an alchemy skill book. So, why don't we go and test our theory then? So, we could take this book with us. And right now, every time I read it, it doesn't count towards... Ooh, so many potions. It does not count towards the skill book's red counter. So I essentially... It's just a regular book. But we can fix this. How do we fix it? Well... I may have to get into trouble with the law, but I don't think you'll mind. And then it requires just a little bit of RNG. If we wish to get it right. Oh boy. By the way, we have so many potions now, don't we? We probably... I mean, ingredients rather. Yeah. Let's just have a little look and see if maybe we can make something really cool. Because we should have some interesting effects that we could combine. Let's find something like Harada. Look at the amazing effect of this right here. So we don't have to even combine it to make a poison, which is good. But what we could do is that we could look for something else that has a few similar properties, like a spittle stick that has several of the same property. That has the damage magica property as well. Actually, a spittle stick. A spittle stick has fire damage, and so does fire salts. So then we could combine that and then also Harada. And look at that! We can make a poison that does fire damage, damage health, and damage magica. And that's what I call... the boss poison. Like, if something really needs to die, we use the boss poison. Bam. And then if we're not happy with that, we can just make regular poisons like that. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. Well, I'll mix up a couple of potions and I'll see you when our inventory's clear again. Of ingredients at least. They'll be filled with potions, but Alright. Made ourselves plenty of poisons. Wait, how did I get a... Oh, okay, I don't know how that naming convention happened. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Oh, that's gonna bug me. All right, let's make sure to use up these poisons here first. We have like a proper boss poison right now, which is gonna kill anything that steps in our way. Lots of chameleon, a couple of cure poisons that we'll probably sell. We actually got some frost damage, which is pretty cool. And plenty of restore magicka actually. So now we can finally start restoring our magicka again. Lots of shock damage. Just overall, we are doing fine. Okay, so what do you want to do? Well, here's what we want to do, guys and girls. Right now, we need to lose an alchemy level. What level you lose when you sleep in jail seems very, very random. So I say the best way of going about solving this is the following. Hey, you.
What?
Your mother was a bore.
Hey, stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
So here's the thing. You will lose 1 skill point per 100 gold. So if you owe them 100 gold or less, it's 1 skill point. If it's 101 gold to 200 gold, it's 2 skill points, so on and so forth. So we'll go to jail.
Hope you rot, criminal scum.
So here come, now we just have to I'm gonna make a save right before I spend my time. All your possessions have been confiscated. Yes, thank you. I know how jail works. Now we basically have to make ourselves a save. And then we have to serve our time and wait for the right skill to be decreased. And every time we get a skill that's not right, we'll get super angry. And then we will reload this save. And this is basically how we'll have to do it. But second try! Out of all the skills, second try. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's the thing. As you can see, alchemy is right there. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take the book. They took my book! How dare they? Okay, we have to sneak into Castle Skingrad and get the book back. But that is how we shall solve the issue. Also, it'll be the first time we're in the castle. How fancy. Let's get into the county hall here. The layout of Skingrad Castle always confused me a bit. Let's see, is this where the dungeons are? This is like one of the castles I spend the least time in. I think the dungeons might be in a separate area. Let's see, up here? No, that's the county hall. Ooh, I'm not 100% sure where they have my stolen goods right now. Because my book is listed as stolen. It's the problem.
Good evening.
South Hall. Hello? Barracks, right? That should lead to the dungeon somehow.
You smell of death.
What?
Been conjuring up dead things?
How rude. I've never in my life been so insulted by a simple guard like you. Okay, I need to stop breaking these lockpicks. I haven't been focusing lately on the lockpicking minigame. I think I'm actually getting fed up with it. So it's a good thing that the skeleton key is getting nearer. We just need level 10. And we can go get it. Okay, let's go looking for... That leads to the courtyard. It's not where we want to go. There's the evidence chest. Look at that. Feather shoes, steel gauntlets. Now we can actually like make sure that what we pick up is stuff we really want with us. I might leave some of these things behind. We won't be able to sell to a fence for a long time. So I need to really consider what I want with me or not. I think I'm going to leave that behind right there. Pick up the books, soul gems, and my 1 repair hammer. Yeah, I'll leave this behind in the chests. Hey, how you doing? I think maybe there was a more legit way of getting into the dungeons that wouldn't have included, because I think you can actually go through this door over here because he wasn't mad at me being there. Yeah, that's how you get to the dungeon. Okay. So we were so close, but then I decided not to go the right way. Oh well, we found it regardless, and now we are 99 alchemy. We'll read this. We are once again a master of alchemy. Let's see, alchemy. Let's just see, that doesn't mess up the statistic, right? It still says 1 master skill, wonderful. Okay, so mark down that we finally read that book. That's how we have to do it. That's how we have to handle it in case a master skill gets master before all the skill books have been gotten, which is Very likely, considering that some of the skill books can only be obtained in random loot, of course. Now there is one more book that we want to get before we end. What's the clock? Alright, so midnight passed already. I wasn't quite... I was planning on checking out my good buddy Glarthir behind the chapel, but I don't think that will be happening now. I wasn't planning on finding a skill book of alchemy, because I only have listed down that there are skill books, not what skill they increase. Except for the fact that I've listed down every mercantile book. I think there's about 5 mercantile skill books, and then that one quest, which also gives us +5. So if we train mercantile until level 90, we can get 10 mercantile levels just through the skill books and the quest rewards. I don't want to use a trainer, but I feel that skill books and quest rewards, well, they're just obviously, they'll be necessary. They'll have to happen. So I'm quite okay with that. So we want to make our way over to... Should we just go to the chapel right now? I think maybe we should. There's one more house that we want to check out. Urus the Shepherd's house. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to find that, because I... Say no more. Say no more. Alright, let's get this party started. He should have a book called... A Dance in Fire, Volume 3. Alright, we'll have a... We don't need to pick up ingredients, Dark. Stop it. Alright. Okay, I'm going to start passing on it. This is difficult for me, okay? This is very difficult for me. Oh, yarn, that's my favorite. I guess if he's a shepherd, it makes sense that he has a lot of yarn here. There he is, sleeping. Biography, Brief History of the Empire. Is it up? A Dance in Fire, Volume 3, Athletic Skill. By the way, I'm curious, with all of these skill ups we're getting in major skills, we are slowly approaching. We actually got willpower now. We're focusing a bit more on willpower. Our speed is looking great, though. That's sort of surprising, actually, that our speed is doing so well. But I'll say myself rather happy with it. Okay, and then there's one more book you want to get called the Exodus, which is located in the chapel. And after that, we just have... Wait a minute. There are actually 2 books in this chapel hall, wow. And after that, there's just going to be 2 more books left that we can find in the Skingrad castle. Cool. So we have been very efficient in today's episodes. Very happy about that. So now it's just a matter of making our lockpicks count and not break them too early. Oh, that's a security skill. This means that we are now 8/10 towards level 10. So if both of these books level a major skill, we'll have to leave one behind because I can't bring it with me just yet. No, we're not gonna level. We're not even gonna pick them up. I know. You're going insane. I am slowly going insane not being able to pick up these bloody books. The Exodus, Restoration, wonderful. That's not a major skill. Look at all of this food. And the Argonian accounts. The Argonian accounts are everywhere. Let's see. We're in one of these rooms. We should have. Ooh, even the torch goes invisible. Let's see. So right now, let's see. Where's the other one? Sunstone on a desk in a side room. Because you just say on a desk in a side room. That's a drawer, but it, it can be considered a desk. Not really. Whatever. We checked it out. Amulet of Kings, Gods and Worship. So far so good. Nobody's noticed me. We've made quick work of this today, though. We've gotten some very good progress done. There we go. Mysticism. Okay, good. Neither of those were major skills. That makes me happy. Okay. With those taken care of, there should only be 2 books left for us to get in Skingrad. Hooray! Let's just cure any diseases that we might have contracted at some point or damaged attributes. Well, guys and girls, we are here in Skingrad, and in the next episode, we are going to do the quest Paranoia. And it's going to be a most wonderful time, so I hope you'll tune in then. Oh boy, we need to change the clothes. But until that day comes, have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.